a tingle to the base of her stomach, in the same way it had the first time he'd touched her. She called it the Eddie effect. "I'm starving." "For me or my food?" His eyes were dark, but his tone was teasing. "Well..." She drew the syllables out, and he laughed, tightening his grip until her body was snug against his. "When you put it like that..." Her stomach rumbled, and he loosened his grip, laughing. "You're always starving." He kissed the tip of her nose, then was still for a moment, long enough for her to appreciate the gorgeous smile, the deep chocolate-brown eyes, the smell of him. Her man. The man she was so lucky to have. Eddie wore life like a comfortable blanket. Where Kate fought her way through every step, he moved easily with it. They were the perfect combination. He was good for her. "You can't blame me. It's the smell that does it. I didn't realise I was this hungry until I opened the door. What are we having?" "Surprise." He tapped the side of his nose with his forefinger, then took both her hands in his. "Come on, I need you to taste something. Close your eyes." Eddie might leave the toilet seat up, his guitars, yes, plural, in the living room, and his shoes in exactly the right spot for her to trip over, but she could forgive all the things he did wrong, because of all the things he did right, and that included knowing that one way to her heart was through her stomach. She ate like a goddess, and he even sometimes washed the pots and pans up as well. The kitchen was his domain, and she was more than happy to have it that way. She closed her eyes, let him lead her into the kitchen. "No peeping." She stood still as he let go of her hands, listened to the sound of the oven door opening and closing, of pan lids being lifted, stirring. The familiar aromas hit her senses, making her stomach rumble. Roast chicken, tarragon, mushrooms, garlic. It was roast dinner at her grandparents', mingling with the smell of the glorious, buttery garlic potatoes that Eddie had served the first time he cooked for her. The comfort food of her childhood, mixed with the tantalising flavours that her husband knew she loved. Her mouth watered, her stomach rumbled louder. "Ah, you're torturing me! Feed me!" "Shh!" His rumble of laughter rolled over her. "Open up." The taste was even better than the smell. A spoonful of creamy sauce, soft chicken, the sweetness of leeks. Oh my God, how can food do this to me? This was different from that first meal he'd cooked for her, but the flavours were the same. She was right back there, in his tiny flat, gazing into his eyes, watching his face break into an enormous smile as she nodded her approval. Their first proper dinner together. The first time she'd stayed over. The first time they'd made love. "Nice." "Nice? So good. Better than an orgasm." "Really? Are you sure about that?" The spoon clattered onto the board, and he was there, his arms wrapped tight around her. She opened her eyes. "It's awesome," Kate said, her voice turning throaty at his intense stare as their gazes locked. "I'm going to get you cooking one day." His tone matched hers, as his eyes searched her face. "But you're so good at it," she joshed gently, but he didn't smile. "Maybe, one day when I've got some spare time." She'd not grown up with home cooking. Her mum never had the time. Oh, hell, she was beginning to sound more like her. Be more like her. She was not going to let that happen. "How about tomorrow?" The words tripped out before she had time to think, but his lazy smile made her want to repeat them, say the words again, make him happy. "Tomorrow sounds good." The light touch of his fingertips on her neck sent a shiver through her. "How long until dinner's ready?" "It needs a bit longer, but nearly there." "How much longer?" She knew she was teasing, asking him another question, but this familiar pang of hunger was nothing to do with chicken. "Long enough," he paused, to